What's up? How's it going? If the music didn't give it away and the title didn't either, I'm playing Final Fantasy XIV tonight. How's it going, Steven? Glad you could get in here. Got in first on the chat tonight. It's really cool. I really hope this event is fun. Today I'm going to be doing the Valentine's Day event, or the Valentine's Day event. And what's up, Rez? Glad you could get in here as well. Which you both just reminded me. I don't think I shared it on Discord. I'm doing that now. Hopefully you both had a really great Thursday. I did not. There we go. But yeah, hopefully you both had a really good Thursday. Glad to hear from both of you. And again, you know, tonight I'm going to be hitting up the Valentine's Day event. Hopefully it goes well. I was going to actually be on here last night, and they had emergency maintenance. So I played more Temtem, which has been actually going swimmingly. I actually made a lot of really great progress yesterday. That hopefully... I'm not going to stream tomorrow, and I'm not going to be on Saturday, and I'll talk about that a little bit later on. But hopefully on Sunday night when I come back, I'll be playing more Temtem. Hopefully the progress I made will have carried over. And after that, I'm probably going to be playing Temtem again for a few days. Really wanted to get on here tonight, do a little Gunbreaker work. I don't even remember what level my Gunbreaker is on right now. I'll like, check really quick. But yeah, so tonight after I do the Valentine's Day event, level 67. So I'm going to try to push for 68. Probably not going to make it there. Actually gonna do the event as the Gunbreaker. And again, hopefully everybody's had a great day. Forgot about Valentine's Day. I got the notification. I actually thought it happened days ago, honestly. It actually just started yesterday. Or for some people, technically 2 days ago at this moment. I'm a little late. It's like 2:27 a.m. But yeah, I'm going to be doing this event. And then after, going to be doing the raid as the summoner. Then jumping back over to do a little bit with the Gunbreaker. Honestly, feel like it's going to be very late by the time I get done with a lot of this. I'm not trying to push it too long tonight. Not really a whole lot going on here in Final Fantasy XIV. Just really trying to level up my Gunbreaker. Waiting for the next patch to come out where we get the new fishing stuff. We get a lot of stuff. I wonder how much we're actually going to get all at once. And then how much is actually going to push through like mini patch updates. You know how it goes, like the first week they'll release a little bit. Then the next week they release a little bit more. And we have nothing but maintenance for like Tuesdays on end. For like almost a month, and then we get no content for about 3 months. It's kind of how it works. I wonder what we'll actually get right off the bat. If you haven't seen what they're adding in the next patch, I actually shared the link from Twitter onto Discord. If you don't have a Twitter account, just put Final Fantasy XIV patch 5.2 special sot, boom, Google it, and it's like right there for you. Or you can join the Discord, it's on there. I know Rez and Steven, both of you are already on there, but yeah, it's supposed to be getting like Ruby Weapon, the new Edenscape kind of thing, a lot of stuff, a new trial, just so many different things, and you can't forget about that main scenario. And we're not getting more Hildebrand, not yet anyway. Hopefully we get some of that pretty soon. I'm itching for some Hildebrand. I'm gonna quit babbling. I'm gonna get on some stuff. I'm gonna hit the Gradania. That's where the start of this actually is. I have the Ruby Weapon memes. I feel you there. Honestly, I like the one that was shared on Discord earlier. The little GIF, or GIF as a lot of people like to say. It's a G, GIF. Let's not get into that one. Actually, it does bother me. One smart guy called it GIF and it became the standard. You call Gil Jill and people will crucify you. Anyway. Yeah, getting into things with Ruby Weapon. It's going to be interesting. I'm actually really curious about the whole thing, how they're gonna implement it, the story behind it, just like the whole works of it all. I'm a little confused, to be honest with you, because it's random, and they're making it even more random. I mean, it's not because it's Final Fantasy, I know, and, you know, it's Final Fantasy 14. They basically recycle bosses. I don't even want to say recycle, because, I mean, this whole game's like a Final Fantasy playground. If you're a Final Fantasy fan, I mean, it's got so much content that's right up your alley. Especially if you like a good old MMO. But it's kind of recycled content. If you do the raid, yeah, you can join. I'm definitely doing the raid. It's going to be right after this Valentine's Day event. And honestly, Rez, I encourage you to join in on the Valentine's Day event. Usually, this event, as far as I've played it over the last few years, usually requires 2 people. I might need your help. I don't know for sure, but I'm just guessing. And yeah, you can definitely come along for the raid. Nah, he just looks big. We'll show him. I wish they'd actually put Cloud in this game. Like, I know, like, they've got the attire for the, like, the Advent wear and whatnot. I don't know. I'd just like to see a little cameo. That'd be nice. After all, they put Noctis. Did he ever have a cameo in this and I just missed it? I mean, it's possible. I didn't play from A Realm Reborn or in, you know, I started playing right before Stormblood came out, so there's like 2 whole generations there of the game that I just like, whoop, missed. Oopsie. Last year's was fun? Yeah. You always have to do this like weird ebb and pull thing. I think I've seen it before. Like, I don't know if it is actually, now that I think about it, but there was just like this whole series on YouTube where these people like basically explained all the Final Fantasy games, but they did it with these animated characters, and they just like, I don't know, it may not have been the same. You should link it in Discord. I'm interested to watch it later on to see if it's the same one. I think I've seen it before, though. I love all those little, like, funny little Final Fantasy videos, like, especially, like, the whole game, basically. You know, those things where they explain them in just, like, the funniest way ever. Okay, let's go ahead and get this started. I already know there's a little bit of something else, like a voting contest about these. A lot of people were really mad because they came out with, like, a shit ton of gender-locked attire. Let's go ahead and get this started. Lisette de Valentione. Lisette has returned to share the ardor and affection of House Valentione with Lvling, Edison's The Realm Over. Lovelorn. It says Lovelorn. I'm putting an accent on there for no reason. Let's do this. My love burns broader than the sun, and deeper than the sea. Gladly would I share it with thee, and thee, oh, and most definitely thee. Oh, but if it isn't a sight to set my flames of passion further alight. Hellfare's my favorite emissary of ardor and affection. The merest glance into your eyes tells me that you're a man within whom passion runs deep. You might be willing to serve me in my sworn quest to bring true love to pinning hearts across Eorzea. Lovely, without further ado, let me explain my plight. As it were, I had a mind to entrust the primary duties as emissary of Ardor this year to my dearest sister, Astrid. Why, if she were to rise to the challenge and prove herself my equal, just think of the abounded love we might spread o'er the realm together. And yet, I fear my best laid plans have already begun to go awry. Upon hearing of my decision, 2 of my esteemed colleagues took umbrage, believing that I was playing favorites. How could I not see? They insisted that they would be the most suited for the task than my as of yet unseasoned sister, And so, on the eve of what should be the year's paramount celebration of love and romance, we find ourselves, well, why not bear witness to the unfortunate display for yourself? You gotta break out your pink suit again? Gotta watch the pointy bits. I'll be sure to watch it, definitely, Steven. Like, literally right after the stream tonight. Verily, these three are in need of outside intervention. Someone who can convince them to put their petty squabbles aside in the name of spreading love and joy as befits the season. Someone like you, my most passionate friend. What say you? Alright. You gotcha! Wonderful. I knew you would never let me down. Well then, shall we? We shall. My dearest colleagues, I would hear your thoughts on a matter of utmost importance. Pray, curtail your discussion and come hither for just a moment. Oh wow, they're just like screaming. I said stop, you goddamn squabbling, and get your worthless horses over here before I kick them from here to Corthus. Oh, okay. Wow. Just got really riled up there. What are the rewards? Honestly, for this, not much. This isn't their lastly suit, so to speak. They'll have a signature suit. These varially colors here. One's, I think, blue again, and then yellow again, and then red again, and they're all gender locked again. And then a tabletop reward. It's really kind of basic this year as far as the rewards go for doing this event. I feel like it's just because the hype for the game isn't really very up right now, and Valentine's Day for a lot of people in the gaming community is either, you know, sometimes an okay thing, or they just don't really care about it. And I think that's kind of, it feels like that's why I played into it this year. I don't even know what the events are, but I know the rewards is like a tabletop chocolate fountain, and possibly tabletop strawberry thing fountain. I don't know, it's pink and one's chocolate. That's all I know. And then just the attire. That's basically it. Like the attire, I think, is like supposed to be like the biggest standpoint. But you know me, I don't glam, so to me it's just kind of eh. For a lot of people out there, they're probably really into it. But the biggest thing for me is just gonna be like the tabletop reward, and that's basically it. Now where was I? Oh yes. My beloved friends, whatever would the illustrious Countess Arabelle think if she saw us bickering amongst ourselves like this, on the eve of the holiday, honoring her most illustrious legacy, no less? And so I would propose a solution, fair for one and all. The three of you will each try your hand at easing the worries of a young man lost in love. The one who proves him or herself suited for the task will be rewarded by being named the emissary of Adore for this year's festivities. Worry not, for it is not I who will be judging your worth. Tonberry here. Oh, wow, put the weight on my shoulders. An adventurer of no small renown and inimitable oh, wow, really getting into it. Impartiality will serve as arbiter of the challenge along with the citizens of Gridania, who will have traveled here to serve, of course. Surely, none of you could object to such an unbiased contest, yes? Simply think of it as an opportunity to show your mastery in the matters of love to a truly discerning audience. Leave it to me, sis, or lady, Lisette. I will bring the succor of love to this man's lonely heart, and show once and for all that I'm your most worthy successor. A contest you propose, then a contest it shall be. I, Bert, who looks a lot like Hildebrand, the beloved, shall summon the full depths of passion from my burning heart and set this young man aflame with all-consuming zeal and ardor. True love cannot be achieved by spouting simple platitudes, nor by the brute force of blind passion. I will use my surpassing knowledge of the subtleties of the heart to achieve that which the two of you could scarce begin to comprehend. Such confidence, such devotion to your duty. Why, it is enough to make a young lady swoon. Would you not agree, Tonberry? I'm not a young lady. I don't know. Now then, without further ado, allow me to introduce the subject of your first trial. Recently, I was approached by a young man who spoke of his plight. Thusly, how am I ever to find true love if I scarce have occasion to even encounter a fair sex? Ooh, that is bold. A most sad of affairs, yes, truly. My heart goes out to this poor man, and yet surely his dark days of solitude and seclusion are over, yes? Verily. For 3 of the most capable and confident emissaries of Adore will now rush to his aid. Ah, yes, but there is one small rub. The young man in question would prefer to remain anonymous, and needless to say, we must respect his wishes. He has placed his trust in us, and it simply would not do for us to trumpet his heart's deepest desires to all the sundry. I'm counting on you, dearest Tonberry. Follow my friend, my dear colleagues. To the man's side, witness their heartfelt efforts and choose the one who you believe is most devoted and capable of bringing love into life. It's his love, but I like my version better. Now go forth to the Whistling Miller, my emissaries of Adore, and let your presence be a beacon of light to cast the shadows from the heart of this lonely young man. Should your confidence falter, remember that the Countess Arabelle is always watching over you from above. If no glam, you're not doing it. You get 3 vests, you think? 3 house colors? Yeah, I mean, with different colors set up. I feel like the PvP stuff does look pretty nice. I wish you didn't have to do specific PvP. Like, I think it's specific PvP you gotta do, don't you? Like, I got a shit ton of wolf marks. Like, I might be maxed out on wolf marks. Where are my wolf marks? Where do you even look for wolf marks? I got 50,000 company seals. I don't know where that stuff is. Wolf marks, 20,000. Yeah, I'm maxed. But I think it's a specific. I don't really know. It could be. It might not be. But yeah, there's some glam into this. I mean, I think that's the biggest gift into this whole thing is the glam. Like I said, other than that, it's just like tabletop stuff. I mean, look how festive Rez is looking though. Very festive. Fancy! You get them with wolf marks, really? I don't glam anyway, but damn, if I'd have known that, I could have done it long ago. Like I said, mine's maxed out. But I mean, that's literally, I'm not gonna lie, from doing endless, seemingly endless every Saturday rival wings, which I haven't done in a while. I've neglected. I really need to get back to that. That's a pretty cool glam. So, you must be the yearning young men of whom sister spoke. What troubles you this day? Open your sequestered heart to us, friend, and speak unto us your worries, that we might fill your lonely heart with the warmth of a door and affection. It said warmth. Be not shy, good man, in matters of the heart one must be bold. Lest you live the rest of your days in the shadow of those who have the courage to claim what you do not. Now then, let us know precisely that which you struggle, that we might come to your aid. Do not let my colleagues intimidate you. Let me roll the gold. Know just what concerns you, and I shall use my powers of deduction to find a logical solution to your plight. Very well. I know not what I have done to deserve your service, but I accept them with gratitude. Then let us proceed, shall we? In the name of fairness and objectivity, I propose that Tonberry here carry out the questioning. No objections, I take it. Excellent, Tonberry. The subject is all yours. What do you do for a living? How do you spend your spare time? What are you looking for in a partner? Let's start with that one. If he's looking for somebody, you obviously want to start with what he's looking for in somebody. To be quite honest, I cannot say I've ever given much thought to the matter. Mind you, we speak not only of physical attributes. Perhaps you prefer a more matured, grounded individual, someone who shares your taste in food or drink. Any hint at all would be most welcome. I see, and yet I am sorry. I fear nothing is coming to mind. After all, how am I to judge my feelings towards someone I've yet to even meet? A thoughtful and sensitive soul you are. Worry not, my friend. We shall pry no further on this matter. Thank you for your candor. Oh, wow, so you gotta ask them all anyway, regardless. Okay, what do you do for a living? I feel like that's the least of things to worry about. We'll go to that one last, if anything. How do you spend your spare time? What do you do when you're not working? Spare time is not something I possess in abundance. What little of it I have, I prefer to spend honing my body and mind that I might better perform my duties. Come now, my man, surely there must be something you enjoy. A refreshing dip in a cold, clear stream? Afternoon strolls through the 12's wood. Do not get me wrong, such activities sound pleasant enough. Most of all, though, it is serving the people that brings me the most joy and fulfillment to my days. Now, that's what I call commitment. What young lady could turn down such an earnest young man? Am I not right? Hell, Hildebrand lookalikes got something going on. What do you do for a living? The very last one, I feel like these actually played off very well, also. My profession. It is all the same to you. I would rather keep the finer details to myself. Oh, but of course, it is not our intention to pry. You need only tell us as much as you feel comfortable sharing, and nothing more. Thank you. In that case, let us suffice to say that I perform a rather, how shall I put it, physically demanding position. As such, I spend many hours of each day training my body for the task. I'm not as wealthy as the merchants I often encounter in my duties, but I receive enough in the way of recompense to put food on the table. More than anything, I take pride in having earned the confidence of my subordinates and peers. A strong, confident type who holds a position of influence and commands the respect of many. I, for one, would say our man is a most eligible bachelor, would you not? Thank you very much for your cooperation, Tonberry. Now, if you would just kindly wait a moment, good sir, my colleagues and I will consider your situation and endeavor to offer suitable advice. Understood, and thank you. And so the battle begins. If either of you think that I'll be showing you even the slightest mercy, you'd best think again. Beg pardon. Before we continue, there's something I would remiss not to share with both of you. There is one small truth I've been concealing from you thus far. I am in fact privy to information about our client that you are not. In the interest of equity, I would share it with you. What is this? Been sneaking around behind our backs to spy on the poor man, have we? I knew there was something shifty about you from the start. It's nothing so dastardly, I assure you. When our masked man first approached, Lee said, to seek out counsel. I could not help but overhear some of the rumors being spread about the man. Is that so? Well, if you're willing to share with us, I see no reason for us to refuse. I trust you agree, Bert. That's what they used to call me back in high school. Very well, first of all, the man's claim of having the respect of his peers is no empty boast. Those who know our client speak highly of him as a man of integrity and honor. If there's one fault people find within him, as far as I've been able to glean, is that he can be a bit too serious for his own good. I see, that's most enlightening indeed. Thank you, Rodrigo. Enlightening indeed. Perhaps I misjudged you, my good man. At any rate now, that all three of us have the same knowledge at our disposal, I say we begin the contest in earnest. Let us do just that. Very well then, my colleagues and I will require a bit of time to ponder the matter. Friend, pray leave us before a short while and return at your convenience. Ponder, Tom. Ponder 30. Oh, well, just one at a time, okay? Ah, you've returned. Curious as to what advice I intend to offer our lonely soul, I'd be happy to tell you. Put simply, he needs only expand his horizons. It is clear both from talking to the man himself and from what others say of him that he bears a sterling reputation as a leader and a strong pillar of his community. And yet, precisely because he holds a position of import and influence, it is likely not easy for him to find what he seeks at his place of employment. And yet, not having real interest to speak of outside of his duties, our man's options are sadly limited. That is why I propose that he begin his search for his love among his clients. Those who know him well enough to appreciate his strong character, but are not so close as to make such engagement uncomfortable. A most inspired idea, do you not agree? I trust I can count on your support when we take our deciding vote. All I'm gonna say is, the old saying goes, don't pick up your where you get your paycheck. So, I don't know if I like that one. He may not get out much, but picking up that clientele seems a little biased if you ask me. Old whoever and such is gonna be, you know, getting the good whatever service that he's not implying to others, so it's gonna mess up his whole deal. It's like what he believes in to be true, it's just like, you know, whatever. Well, if it isn't the adventurer from before. Want to be the first to hear Bert, the beloved's brilliant idea, do you? Nah! I'd be happy to oblige. So we're dealing with a man who's diligent, devoted, and distinguished with regard to his duties. Yes, we are. On the other hand, because of this, some find him something of a one-trick chocobo, as it were. And so I see it, the answer is clear as day. He needs simply find himself a new pastime. This would afford him an opportunity to go out and meet new faces, and give him a fresh topic to broach with any special someone who strikes his fancy, as for what might be appropriate. But of course, what about woodworking after all? There is nothing a young lady appreciates more than a man who is handy about the house, no? Talk about killing two zers with one stone. I can just feel the flames of passion beginning to spark and sizzle. No, not what silly plans my colleagues are proposing, but I can trust you vote for this obvious choice, yes, but of course I can. Also don't know about that. He's a really busy guy, loves his work. It's like tackling on something else. I mean, it might work, maybe, I don't know. But that's the thing, it's maybe. And it just seems like a little bit extra. What do you got, Rodrigo? Come to hear my inside, have you? Very well. I ask you, do you recall our friend's response when we asked him what manner of individual he fancies? Precisely, he had no answer. A man who cannot answer such simple query is a man who has lost sight in himself and what he truly seeks from life. That is why I intend to propose that our man spend some time in Stillglade Fane, when he is off duty, by communing with nature. He might cast off his worldly worries and regain a sense of self, which in turn would afford him greater clarity in his pursuit of love. As devoted as the man is to his training, I have no doubt he would find himself more than up for the task of silent self-reflection. Perhaps he might even discover a new side of himself that he never knew was there. For indeed, how can one hope to truly understand and love another if it is not at peace and understanding with oneself? Yes, surely, this is the best course of action for our masked man. I thank you in advance for your vote of confidence, friend. I hate to say it, but I like his answer the best. The first one seems a bit much. Again, you're messing with your clientele, it might mess up your duty. The second one, I mean, it's just like reworking his whole life, you know? It's like, this last one, when he's got his free time, maybe one day out of the week, don't train, and just go reflect on yourself. See what you like, you know? Take a walk down Stillglade Fane. Look at the river. The Stillglade. The Fane. You know, I don't know. I feel like that one was the best, though, out of all of them. That's my opinion. It's the others seemed a little extra. That one, it's a little extra, but not as extra as the others, if you know what I mean. Hey, it's Rez again. Okay, let's go vote. Again, I feel like the last one's still the best choice. Somebody may not agree, It's the first, like I said, it seems less extra. And it's the biggest thing, I gotta say. You don't want somebody to be too extra for you, and you don't want to have to feel too extra for somebody else. It's gotta be natural. That's how it works. So, let's see. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he wouldn't even like my choice, but I think the last one's still the best. And welcome back to you, my partner in passion. I trust that my 3 associates have each proposed a plan worthy of an emissary of adore and affection. No doubt choosing between the 3 will be a trying task, and yet I have not but complete faith in your judgment. Choose the one you feel best embodies the spirit of Valentine's Day. And pray, bring that individual to me. I shall be ever so tickled to see who you choose. Oh, but of course, there is one last thing. The preparations for the Valentine ceremony are at long last complete, and you are free to participate whenever your heart desires. It would be some time before we rendered a decision as to who is most worthy to succeed me as emissary. So why not take the opportunity to enjoy the festivities in the meantime? I shall be, oh, so longly waiting for you return, my dearest adventurer. Seasonal incense unlocked. Nice. The ceremony incense is on for a party of 2, just like last year. Okay. The next Valentine's Day quest will be undertaken by speaking with any one of the 3 aspiring emissaries, Astrid, Bert, or Rodrigo, all of whom awaited you in Old Gridania. These are the attires. We have decided which emissary most deserves your vote. Seek them out and convey your support. I don't get a lot of experience for doing it, but it's why I wanted to do it with my gunbreaker. A little bit. Okay, so Rez, how far are you into this? Should I go ahead and make my decision? Or do you want to maybe bro up and do this seasonal event? I don't even know how you do it, really, to be honest with you. Who do you talk to? I should have read that. I just kind of skipping through it. You still gotta choose. Okay, you don't talk to that lady. You can't. Okay. Okay. So, again, I am choosing Rodrigo. I mean, it's pretty simple, like I said. He has a head on his shoulders, I'll give him that, in a good and bad way. The thing is, very forward. Now, I'm not doing this for the glam. There's going to be a lot of people, they're just going to choose the glam that they see fit, that they like the best. You may even get to choose at the end. But, I mean, a different pastime. Falling in love with the people you work for. To me, just getting to know yourself seems like the best. I mean, that would be the advice I gave somebody, you know, with the information given, which was practically none, other than he likes to work. Getting to know yourself might be the best thing you can do to try to get in love with somebody else. Hello, random person's face. Anyway, that's my decision. Yours was probably different. It's okay. It's a video game. It's a group thing? Yes, it is a 2-person thing. And Minato, hello, how are you, Minato? How was Thursday, Minato? How you doing? Glad to hear from you. Bromy, I'm glad you could get in here tonight. But yeah, it's a 2-person thing like it was last year. I'm wondering if it's like the same kind of event, just like a different course maybe? I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and complete this and then we'll do it after. Please note that once you accept this quest, you'll be unable to accept a vote for Astrid and a vote for Bert. I already knew right off the bat what I was getting myself into. Let's do it! Furthermore, be aware that only votes cast during the design voting period will count towards the final tally. Yeah, okay. Ah, yes, I was expecting you, a man of reason. I trust you have come to the logical conclusion. You have my support. What is it that you propose again? I'd like to have a moment to think things over. He does have my support, actually. Karuni! What's up? Doing okay? I'm actually doing okay, I'm not gonna lie. And got some hype in me. I'm glad to be on Final Fantasy 14. Kinda wanted to play some more Tim tonight, I'm not gonna lie. But I wanted to really do this Valentine's Day. It's been a few days since I've been on Final Fantasy 14, so I'm glad to be here. I do have a Tim itch I'd like to scratch though, which I'm not gonna end up doing until like Sunday. But yeah, I had an okay day. I mean, I'm ready for the week to be over, ready to finish tomorrow and have like the work week over with. But other than that, I'm doing swell. You know, I can't complain really. Just tired, and want to get a little bit farther in Tim. But at the same time, I'm really happy to be in Final Fantasy 14 right now. I really wanted to do this event, but also I'm glad to take a little step back from Tim. It's still early access. I feel like I'm getting close to the end of the being able to do any progress. I probably, like, they said over 20 hours of progress. I've got a little bit more, well, not quite. I don't think I've had that much in, but I'm getting close to that perimeter of things. And I don't really want to hit that, so I'm like post early access, waiting for new content like a lot of people. But I'm happy though. I'm happy. I'm having a good day. Okay, you have my support. I'm not gonna open this, so you know. I'm just gonna go into the inventory and it's gonna sit there for a long time. It's not why I did this. Rodriguez eyes you with an expression of supreme self-assurance. Say no more, friend. You've chosen me, as any rational thinker would. There is hardly need to elaborate further. There's the bad head on his shoulders thing I was talking about. This is the bad part. The rest of it was good. Get to know yourself. Well, this part's the bad part. It's like, I knew you would choose me. It's the logical thing to do. I would normally not choose a person like this, but he legitimately, in my opinion, had the best choice. Let's roll with it. Come along now. Lady Lisette is surely expecting us at Miketo's Amphitheater. You know the way, yes? And I feel like it's a biased thing. You either, like, there's two things that's going on in this where people aren't even logically thinking about this. There's three, actually. You got the people who aren't even reading this. They already picked out the suit they wanted. They're looking at red. They're like, ooh, I like red, but yellow, let me tell you, and then blue. Hoo, hoo, hoo. And that's literally the deciding factor as far as they're going to think. That's one thing that's already happening. Just pressing X, not reading any of this dialogue. So there's example one. There's example two, where people have already probably chose their favorite. Like, this is Astrid. Astrid needs to do this. This is her sister up here. We need to choose Astrid. It's the story. It's the game. But it's not. It's your choice, and your choice that goes into next year. There's a real vote thing going on right now. And then there's Bert, the wild card, the guy who is the extra. He looks just like Hildebrand, and his advice is shite. And he's got a tattoo of a heart on his face. But a lot of people like the color yellow. I like the color yellow. But, his advice is not good. Maybe to somebody it is, though. So, that's a biased choice right there, I'll say it. But then you got the people like me out here, who literally took their time to read, they chose, and it may not even still be the same, you know? So, there's like three things going on in there that have to be considered as far as this goes. But I still feel like old logical man over here is a little bit too angsty. I legitimately do feel like he had the best choice, but again, that's me. We'll finish this up real quick. You picked blue because Persona 3 is blue. Persona 3. Slaw was actually playing through that the other day. I was really surprised. Good God, Toddberry, anyone but anyone else might have been disheartened to see you stroll in with that self-important scholar instead of my dear sister. Told ya, even the video game told ya. I, of course, remain over impartial in this matter. This dude's advice is sound. See? Lvling nod says it all. One vote for Rodrigo, it is. No doubt his dispassionate deductions were most convincing. Really wasn't. He had a good head on his shoulders despite his bad side. I like the way he thinks, I don't like his personality. It's a two-parter. I can only hope they satisfy our anonymous client as well as they satisfy the man who dreamed them up. Mind you, it is far too early to declare the contest won. There are countless other adventurers and Gridanian citizens who have yet to weigh in. After all, when the final results have been counted and compiled, pray seek with me anew. As an added incentive, it has been decided that once the victor is declared, the town will be redecorated with new ornaments of their choosing. Pray look forward to it, my dear friend. You gotcha. I feel like they intentionally made this a two-parter to draw people in later on this month after the voting is done. Kind of saddens me a little bit if I'm being real honest. I don't want to have to come back in here and do this again, but I guess I'll have to eventually, whenever that is. These are not needed. Hate me. Avert your eyes if it kills you. But I've got, much like the other coffers sitting in there. I don't want to just completely discard it, but I don't really want it in here either. Skipped all this, to be honest. I assume a lot of people did. What if you pick Astrid? I feel like her answer was perfect. I feel like it's gonna be as well. I feel like I said, I feel like that's the whole point in this. Like, they tell you it's her little sister, you know, she's got this planned out. She wants her little sister to take over, but these other two are standing in the way. And, you know, you're gonna have a lot of people, again, just like leaning in on that completely. You know, they're not looking at what this real dude's advice was. It's a video game, you know. That's another thing a lot of people are gleaning in right off the bat, even me. But I'm keeping my answer honest. You know, I'm just gonna say my answer is honest. But I feel like there's a big thing. Astrid's probably the perfect choice for the proper answer. She's about, oh yeah, my sister, I want her to take over. I feel like her sister's advice was horrible. Like, why would you want her to, like, old dude to fall in love with people he's doing work for? Like, they wanted this to be an unbiased contest by making the answer, in the end, be the most biased thing that it could ever be. That's just me. But, I mean, Blue God definitely has, like, the best answer amongst all of them. Arguably, you know, somebody might say the same thing like Bert, get you a new pastime, you know, go get a new hobby, a new job, what have you, stop what you're doing, do something else. Astrid saying, fall in love with the people you're around, you know, pick somebody. This dude legitimately said, find who you are in yourself, and from there, find what you want into a person, and look for that. Or at least that's what I took from it, and I feel like this is like the best advice ever. That's just me. Gonna pick Bert though, because fear the deer. Bert, there's a part of me that wanted to pick Bert as well, because one, he's yellow. Yellow is like my favorite color, if you don't know. A lot of people assume it's green, because the Tomberry Disciple thing. I just rock it, I go with it, it goes with the theme of the channel. I do like the color, the Tomberry green, but yellow's actually my favorite color. Next to purple, actually. It's like yellow, purple, Tomberry green. But I was trying to have an honest opinion on this, on the way I chose things, and I still agree. Like, choosing her sister is probably, like, choosing Astrid's probably, like, the perfect choice, and I feel like literally over 50% of the game. Like, it's probably going to be a strong 60 to 70% of the game's choosing Astrid. Judging by old blue dude and whom he is, I feel like most people aren't going to choose him. just because of the latter side of things that I even agree with probably a lot of people. He's kind of a dick. But in saying that, he had the best advice. Bert, on the other hand, looks like he's in yellow, and he looks like Hildebrand. Well, wouldn't you want to choose him? But if you actually did read this, I mean, hopefully I'm not the only one that's really thinking of the god himself, but I probably am. That's just me. Rez, how do you feel about it? You want to party up and do this group event together? Broski to broski. They were all good, but still. Yeah, see, Bert, I like Bert for Bert. The guy's he's rambunctious. He's got some vigor to him. He looks like Hildebrand and he's yellow. But everything else out of that is complete shit. Astrid, I like Astrid's too as well. I mean, maybe, you know, fall in love with somebody you work with. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, he doesn't have to change his life. I get that. You know, he doesn't have to be too far out there. I just feel like love and work should not mix. I don't know. That's just me. It's just me. I get it. It's just me. Geralt, though. That dude, he's a dick, but he's got a head on his shoulders. I'll give him that. Alright, let's give this thing a whirly-durly. Greetings and welcome, my lord. I'm an adventurer, but okay, whatever. If you wish to undertake the Valentione ceremony, I shall be pleased to assist you. Well, thank you. Undertake the Valentione ceremony. Let's do it. I feel like it's going to be a little bit like last year, a little ebb and pull. Somebody's got to go this way while the other person goes that way. You can't let them get too far apart. And in saying that, you got to, like, solve the course. Maybe? But I don't know. It's what it has been the last 2 years. I feel like it will be again. But I'm hoping they switch the course up. They did a little bit last year, so we'll see. Gunbreaker. Wild. He doesn't really have options because he doesn't do anything but work. That's very true. That's why, you know, I could see the first thing, and again, most people are probably choosing Astrid out there. It's like the perfect choice, like you said. It makes sense for the story. I like his answer the best. He's an asshole. Honestly, I feel like most people didn't read that anyway, though. Like, it's probably, like, more than half the game didn't even read it. They were just like, oh, I like this, you know, glam better. XXXXXX. Oh, it's over? Thank God. I feel like it was, like, the biggest thing. And yes, it's the same as last year. Hopefully a little bit of a different course. Hope. All right, Riz, let's oh, okay, never mind. I was ready. I was like, let's do this. We cannot, not yet, anyway. Let's hope for the best. Gotta avoid those Moogles. And take care of our affinity, you know. For affinity. I'm sure we can do that. Let's do it. Okay. Remember, there's gotta be certain parts where it's gonna be the ebb and pull where you gotta go ahead and go away, then I gotta go away. I'm gonna keep watching you to make sure we don't get too far astray. Sweet. Off to a pretty decent start. Ah! Trying to stay as close as I can. Oh, I'm stuck. Okay, no, I'm not. You gotta go through that door. When you can. I think you got it now. Ah! Oh wait, yeah, you gotta do your thing this time. Go for it. You should be good. Oh, I've got to get a little bit closer, I think. I'm running. I'm running. Okay. Honestly, don't know my next course of action here. Oh, no, I see. Okay, I've got a long way to go. Sprint, ye little Olafel men! Oh, I'm very confused. You should be good, I think. Our affinity's still at 82. We're still good. Actually, I'm more confused now than I ever was. I don't really get how to get through this last part of the course. It got real confusing real quick. You got another button to push over there? Oh, you do. It's over there behind you, up against the that stuff. The blossoms reminds me of a little rabbit in a Bambi when he's like trying to eat his favorite food. It was the blossoms. Okay, I'm rushing. I'm getting to it. I'm running. Holy Jesus. Man, why do I got all the gates? I got all the gates, you got all the buttons. Ah! What are you doing, evil Moogle? Oh, it's basically. I see that I got a button way over here. I don't know how that's gonna go. Affinity's not still bad. We're at 75%. It's like, you know, C+. I think you gotta go for the gate, then I gotta go for the gate. Actually, I don't really think it matters at this one. We'll let you go first, and then I'll go. Get as close as you can. I'm sprinting. Sweet. We did it. Made it out with 75. Are you rushing or Russian? Maybe both. Russians. The second trial awaits. Oh, this is the memory game. I suck at this one. I already missed it. Oh, damn it. Did they already show us the cards? I hope not, because if they did, I missed every one of them. Double damn. Okay. We got a 2, a 3, an angel, and a ether? 2 and 3 on the right, angel, ether on the left. Already probably forgot that. Okay, let's you get first choice. We'll do it to you. what do we got? Okay. We got a 1 ski. Let's go with this. This was the 2, I believe. It's a 2 and a 3. Okay, 3. We already know our next choice. Yeah, 3 is right there beside the 2. And then 3 is this one. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Okay. What do we got next? The Angel and the Ether are on this side. Or we can go to the Mystery. I'm down with some Shrouded Mystery. What do we got here? A 4 and a 4! Oh! We can't really fist bump each other, but, well, you know what? What? Okay, what is next? Huh? Mystery again. Okay. I'm down with some mystery. I'll go with, like, this. I think this was the Angel? This could be the Ether. It was the Ether, yeah? It was the Ether. Ooh, it's the Angel, which is here. Okay. It's one for the books, Minato. Okay, that card. I'm gonna go ahead and just, like, wing it. Let's do backside. It's a 5 and a 5! Oh my goodness! We're on a roll. This is, oh wow. I would have never expected. Let's give it a whirly dirly. Oh, not quite. Not this time, but it's okay. We know what that is, and we know what this is. So that helps complete everything. Right off the bat. Sweet. And the last one's the last one. Broski first. You gotta admit, that was verily impressive. Broskis. We're like glue. Favorable! That's true, broski. True blue. We're even in sync. Look at this. Perfectly in sync. That was good. Yeah, it went really well. I agree. That was like, it's very good. First time as well. First time. I mean, it shows though. We played a lot of content. A lot of content together. What is this inventory? 2 of the Valentine's Day chocolates. I'm guessing the person you exchange with is over here. I don't know how much it costs for the fountain. It's kind of like my thing tonight. It's just for the chocolate. Purveyor of love. Prismatic heart. The chocolate fountain is how much? 3? What kind of jazz is that? I gotta do this again? You want to do it again, Rez? It's up to you. If not, it's cool. It might randomly pair me with somebody else. I actually do gotta take a very quick restroom break. If you don't want to do it, you ship it. If you don't want to do it, it's cool though. Again, I'm just doing it for the fountain, so I gotta do it at least one more time. But give me a moment. I actually do that to take a very quick restroom break. I will be right back. Okay. Let's do it? Okay. She doesn't play those. She doesn't really get into, like, any MMO, really. She liked Ark, I think she said once. But yeah, I mean, I don't really care to do this with the broskies, though. Honestly, I feel like it's a good thing that I actually like about doing a lot of this stuff in Final Fantasy XIV, a lot of my streaming. It's kind of like a getaway from life. Don't get me wrong, I like to spend time with the people I love and care about more than anything. But at the same time, it's very nice to actually have something I can just, like, pull away, wind down with, hang out with the bros, and, you know, not just the bros, you know. We got a lot of ladies in here that come in and watch that we can consider bros as well, I suppose you could say, but, you know, I don't, what is the female equivalent to the lady bros? I don't know, but, yeah, again, we have a lot of female community that likes to watch, so, again, I'm left at that weirdness. I should have just never said anything. But anyway, the thing about it is, you know, just getting in here with the friends, I should have said, is the better way to put it. It just, I don't know, it helps me wind out from a day, especially if I've had like, to be honest with you, my January's been pretty meh. It's felt like it's lasted, like, forever. Glad to see you over on Twitch as well, Minato. But, yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I like the fact that I don't really know. Like, I played this game with my brother for a little while, and a real-life friend, Red One. I've had a few other friends in real life that's came in and kind of played the game for a little bit. A few of them stuck around for a little while. I mean, it has its fun variables to it, but, you know, being in here with people I don't necessarily spend every day life with, it's kind of nice. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's hard to explain, I guess, but it has some, like, therapeutic moments to it. You just, like, things I can just not think about. You know, to get one vest, because you're definitely going Bert. I think so, yeah. Well, that's true, you can get the duh. But I feel you. I would have gone Bert, too, if I was going for color. Same sides, okay. What if it changes every time, or if it's the same every time? Curious and curiouser. But being that said, also, if Stacy did play the game, we would be running this together, hands down. I'd still run it with the bros, though. Hands down, also. I like doing this with, I did this last year with Rez and Minato, I believe. We did this, didn't we, last year, Minato? I know I've done this with Rez more than once. But I feel like we've done this before as well, Minato. I could be wrong, though. Oh, man. Sorry. I gotta, like, relink our bond. I didn't have my sprint on the right spot. That was my bad. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind it, you know, doing it. It's just, like I said, I like the escapism that comes with gaming and streaming, and I feel like it's kind of a big reason why I love it so much. Just being able to escape from just, like, everything, to just kind of do something I really enjoy. Not that I would enjoy it any less, it's just, I don't know, you get it, you know? Valentine's Day stuff. Ah! Yeah, we have? Yeah, I thought so. That changes. Oh, yeah, I already read that. Ah, bad. Ah! No! Oh, wait, you were safe. Thank the gods. Oh, the course does also change as well. I got the buttons this time. Ooh. Okay. I got the button this time. Wow, it's way over here. Okay, you got the button this time. I'm not sure where that's at. It's all you, Broomy. Bromy's for life, all of us. Oh man, that's a long one. You gotta sprint. You gotta sprint for it. It's gonna be like going up against the back wall over there. Awesome. Already see the path I'm gonna have to take here. Alright, try to get to the gate if you can. I've got the button ready. I don't even see the gate. Ah, there it is. Awesome. Should be good. Still perfect sync. Look at that. Okay, memory game this time. This is the tricky one. Cards beat as one. Okay, they don't show you the cards right off the bat, but they show you 4, 2 on each side. Those are the ones that you really got to remember. Okay, right off the bat, let's see what we got. We got 1 in the back, Angel, then a 4 and a 5. Okay, so on the left we got 1 and Angel. Back right we got 4 and 5. 1 Angel, 4, 5. We got that. Rez, by all means, I assume you should do first. Keep the luck of the draw. Let's try it out. Ooh, we got a 2 and a 3. So we know where these are now. A little different this time. Angel, we know where the Angel and the 3 are, actually. So that's a good thing. That is a very good thing. Remember, we had 4 and 5 on this side. We had the Angel on the other side there. Angel and Angel. Then we both had the 3. So that was a good one. Just go to the one from last time. We'll do 3 and 3 again. Wait, was that... Before I choose this, was that the 3? Am I wrong here? Because now I'm just slightly confused. I can't remember. I thought this was the 3. Uh-oh. Uh-oh! I'm falling off my work! Was this the 3? Are you still watching, Rez? I might need your assistance. We might need broski talk here. I know 4 and 5 is the back. Is this the 3? I'm falling off. I want to say it is. I'm gonna choose it. You forgot the 3. I think it might be. No, that's the 5. This was the 3. Shit. The 3 was back there, but we know where the 5 is. Okay, choose this one again. The 5 is in the back corner back there. No, that's the 4. Oh, I think that's the 4. We're not gonna do as good this time. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah. Okay. 5's the back corner. This is 5. And then choose this one. Okay, and I believe this one was the 3. I could be wrong. I think it is, and I think this is the 3 as well. I could be wrong, though, I think. Oh, that was the 1. Shit! Now I can't remember the 3. Damn it! We're not doing as good this time. It's okay. You choose first again. I trust you more than myself. Because I've already forgot to. Let's go for it. Yeah, let's do it. 3? That's a 2! Damn it. I feel like we saw the 2 as well. I don't remember where that was. No, that was the one that showed us from the beginning. Okay. What was this one? I think this might be right. I think we just did this though. Nope, that's the 1 and that's the 3. Shit, yeah, we did just do this. My memory just went blank on me. It was doing so good. So that one's the 2, that one's a 1. That's got to be the 3 back there. Yes! Okay. I don't know, that one's a 4 in the very back here. But that's all I know as far as things go. Like, this is a 1. This is a 2. That is a 4. That's all that's kind of all we know right now. These other 2 are a complete mystery. We got a 2 and a 2. Okay, this one was 2, I believe. Oh, it was this one too. I want to say, shit. You put it in my hands. I can't remember either. I think this one's 2. It could be the 1 though. I think this is the 1? Or the 2? Let's go for it. It was the 2 and the 2. Okay, yeah, I trust you. Yeah, I forgot. Okay, so we know this is a 4, and this is a 1. So this is either a 4, and that's either a 1. There's not much to it from here. Let's go. Let's go opposites attract. It's like, you know, that's what they say. Opposites attract! Oh, it is! Let's do it! Yes! Okay. Alright, yeah. Woo! Got a little bumpy, but we still got it. I think we're still favorable. I think we're still favorable. Let's see. I bet. Kindred Spirits. We got better. I think that was better than last time. Is Kindred Spirits? I think Kindred Spirits. Kindred Spirits sounds better than favorable, in my opinion. I don't really know. Who am I to judge? We got more. No, we got 3 that time, didn't we? Yeah, that has to be better. Oh yeah, we got 3 instead of 2. That is definitely better. We're not favorable. We're Kindred Spirits. Oh yeah. We did better this time. It got a little bumpy with the cards, but we did a lot better with the course. It was nice. I'm impressed by the both of us. Impressive. Nice, and we also get fountain choices. We can actually get, you know, By the special side, it looked like there was 2 fountains, but there's only one. This is chocolate. So, yeah. I'm gonna get 2 of them, though. I'm gonna get 1 for... actually, I can only get 1. I forgot. We only got 2 last time. Hey. Nothing here is worth 2. There's a lot of other stuff here. Head, feet, body, dress, you know, the works. And then this stuff. I hate to say it. I'm gonna just throw these other things away. Don't hate me. I just don't need it, don't want it. You didn't see nothing. Going to the free company house. I'm actually gonna switch to the summoner really quick. Rez, do you still want to do the raid? And with that, it's kind of the event until the second part comes and we see who the votes went for. It's probably gonna be Astrid, more than likely. We'll see though. I still feel like, you know, old blue guy had the best advice. Bert was a bit much. I actually have no idea where to place this chocolate fountain now. Before I ever started the stream, I was running around the free company house. We don't really have any extra room here. Like, legitimately, all tables are full. We'll check it out. I'll try to find the spot. I really have no idea where to put this. And again, Minato, thank you so much for also hitting up over on Twitch. I appreciate that. Anybody, oh, I could put it probably on the, nobody can reach it on the fireplace. Rez probably could because he's Rothgar. I thought about putting it here, but we got the sake arrangement with the sandwiches, you know. Everybody wants a sandwich. Thought about putting here, but, you know, who the hell wants, like, chocolate fountain dressers? Actually sounds like a hell of an idea. Hi. I could move this aside, this thing, and probably put it beside that, maybe. But our table down here is full. We need a new table, is what we need. We actually need a new table down here that is fit for a chocolate fountain. Do we have one already, maybe? Just like kind of chilling. Table? Table. Oh, wait, we need the ones that... Placed. Yeah, we need storeroom. Bookshelf. Stuff. No tables, though? It is the table region, isn't it? Bookshelf. Things. A garden. Does not seem like inside stuff. A lot of just like Christmassy things. Not any tables. Let's go look for some tables. Let's do that really quick. Look for a nice little table that is suited for a chocolate fountain. It's been a long time since I've visited the good old market board. Let's do it. Mount up and ride right on over there. It's not even that far, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Look for us a good old table. On Fenrir. I haven't even been to the Gold Saucer tonight. I need to do that right before we do the raid. Gold Saucer, I got a card to sell anyway. I like how it looks around here. Like, this should be a thing for housing. Heart flame beacons. Why isn't that a thing? I love these things. They're amazing. Housing. Tables. Revere. All these are easy to get. You can just like buy those from like a retainer. Round banquet table. Ooh. How much is this thing costing? 60,000. It's up in the air. Tonberry round table. 43. It's like, what, 60? Okay, Tonberry's up there. How much is the carbuncle? 26. We're going carby. I saw that. I can't not carby at 26,000. I can't not. And it's like, you know, you're trying to buy a car, and you're in the price range of 5,000. It's like, you know, 4,900. And you're like, well, okay. Take my money and call me Jerry. Actually, don't call me Jerry. I wouldn't like that. Okay, we can put this carby table somewhere. Get a little fountain action going on. Carby and fountain. I feel like that's like ooh and ha and row and dough and co and... I'm throwing too many words together that don't need to be, and I'm gonna stop. I feel like I should go downstairs somewhere. I don't know where. It's very full. We were very... Oh, I got it already. Beside the retainer, beside the tables, beside the retainers? Ooh, but it blocks the sake. Oh, here between the Araman bookshelf and the chest. Ooh, fancy. I think it'll work out nicely. We'll see. Indoor furnishings, a little carby table, a little place. Ooh, it's a little bigger than I thought it was gonna be. Maybe over here then. Like I said, it's a little bit bigger than what I thought. Like right here. I mean, who's really trying to like get next to the urn? It looks nice. It looks very nice. But who's really trying to get next to the urn? Nobody. Nobody's trying to get next to the urn. That's how it goes. Nobody's trying to earn up. Boom! We got us a chocolate fountain. Right beside the urn. Looking pretty nice. Not taking up too much. Not taking up too much space. Just chocolate fountain up when you want to. Get your fondue going down. Okay, I'm really hoping a lot of people tonight are on. Probably not wanting to do the raid. Minato, you still here? You want to raid up with us? Steven, you want to raid up with us? Anybody want to raid up with us? I definitely want to get the raid going on tonight, though. Definitely want to at least do that. If it doesn't happen, I'm going to try to do a little bit with the gunbreaker. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do much more with the gunbreaker, to be honest with you. I wanted to do some roulette. I don't know if that's going to happen. It's getting pretty late, and I'm getting pretty tired. But if not, you know, I'm still down to do it, me and Rez. Hopefully we can get in there pretty quickly. I'm going to go ahead and throw it up. Like, if you want to get on it, just let me know. I'll take it down. We'll put it back up right after. But as far as things go, I'm going to go ahead and throw up the raid. And again, if anybody wants to get on, just let me know. I'll take it down, put it right back up for us. But maybe we can hurry up and get in here. It says 7 minutes. It's a very iffy thing. I wonder how well he interacts with the fountain. I've never really done too... Oh, it's very, very lame. I was hoping it was better than that. Checking some corners here. Yeah, it actually sat there perfectly. The carby table and everything. Too tired to play. It's all good. Never on the same data center. Can't you world visit though? It's all good. Oh wait, no, you have to be the data center. It's all good, Steven. I figured I would just offer, you know. I'm glad both of you are at least still here though. And I totally understand, Minato. Totally. I'm actually gonna travel to the Gold Sauce real quick. Get some scratch offs going down. And sell this other card. Maybe get some repairs. Chocobo Boca Cho coming in to say hello. What do you say, Choco? Is it worth it? Is it worth it? Probably. Maybe. Who knows? I wish I could speak dog. Like, it's like the hidden language amongst the world people don't tell you about. It's not cat. Cats don't want to talk to people. They let you know real quick. Dogs, though, they're trying, but none of us can understand. Gonna sell. Actually, I'm gonna get some repairs on first. I'm gonna need it. Then we'll sell this triple triad card. Do the scratch offs. See where we are from there. Ooh, maybe. Ooh, at 10,000, you gotta risk it to win it. That is, I say it all the time. You got to. It's the only way. It is the way. This is the way. Watch The Mandalorian. Okay, what's next? Who here actually did watch The Mandalorian? Rez, I know you did. Did you get to finish it? Also, are you caught up on My Hero Academia and Black Clover? Both awesome questions for you, Rez. Anybody else watch those shows? Even if you didn't watch The Mandalorian, did you watch My Hero Academia? Do you watch Black Clover? Are you caught up on those? Oh my god. Great things. Okay, there's actually no cacti or jackpot going down this time. Let's see what we got here. 306. Not too bad. And lastly, we got a 2. We got a 1. We got a 5 and we got a 9. Is it gonna be a 2? 360. Not a bad knot. Thought Steven was. I think Steven's on a European data center now, I believe. Aren't you, Steven? I could be wrong, but I believe Steven is on a European data center now instead of a US data center. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he is. You never finished it and you're caught on My Hero Academia and Black Clover. I am 1 episode behind on My Hero Academia. It's only because, like, being subscribed to Funimation, they've been doing this. They dropped the latest episode in Japanese and you're a week behind on English dub, and I refuse to watch Japanese sub. For all of you, like, people out there who like the original voice actors, all power to you. Keep doing it. You do you. I like me some English dub, only because I primarily speak English. I'm partial to Spanish. Not that much. Don't ever type a full message in Spanish to me on here because it'll take me quite a long time to just, like, figure out what you're saying. I'm very partial to Spanish. I can speak some, but I'm not fully fluent in Spanish, just so to speak. But I'm there. But Japanese, none. At all. Like, I speak as much Japanese as, like, a 1-year-old Japanese baby. Maybe a 2-year-old. I'll give myself 2-year-old. But so I prefer English dub, so I don't have to, like, read and watch. And it sounds lazy because it is. But that's kind of how I prefer my anime, just dubbed. So I'm an episode behind on My Hero Academia, but still. You should watch Black Clover. Even if you don't like My Hero Academia, Black Clover, it hits a different element. But I feel I know that you're not that big in the shonen anime as well. You might really want to look into getting Disney Plus if you can, or finding somebody with you. I feel like if you like Star Wars, you're gonna like The Mandalorian. It is so good. Yes, sorry guys. Is that European? I'm thinking that you said you were on a European data center, but I could be wrong. Felt bad for Chisaki. Kind of a fan. I feel ya. But I know exactly how you feel. Like, as far as an enemy, he was pretty badass. I don't feel like... all I'm gonna say is, like, there's 2 things. I said the same thing to my buddy Nelson at work today, who just got caught up. I had to give him a shout out last night in the stream. I was so proud of the guy. Mirado! Eres mi hermano. Hola to you as well, Mirado. It's a North America debt, really? Okay, I thought it was actually European, Rez. But as far as Chisaki goes, to be honest with you, I'm right there with you. I think he was a very good villain, but I don't feel like it's the end of Chisaki, only because of Eri. Like, I was talking about Buddy Nelson about that, Rez. It's just, I feel like that's a thing, you know? Like, Eri, you know her power, what she was doing for, like, I'm trying to keep this very, 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 spoiler-free, but you know what she was doing for Midoriya during the in-battle with Chisaki? So, think of what only if he could get his hands on her again, what she could do for him. You hate Shigaraki? I feel like that's supposed to be the point, to hate Shigaraki. I'm not a big fan of him either. I like his quirk, but as far as his, like, ideals, his character development, I mean, he's like just a crooked, he's crooked, you know? I mean, I don't know, it's hard to like the guy, but I feel like that's kind of the point. Like, he's supposed to be like that extra villain, that person that does everything you don't want him to do, but he's always gonna do. Yeah, I know what you mean on it with Google Translate. I often have to do that with like a lot of French things, to be honest with you, especially when it comes to cooking. But yeah, Google is getting OP. No kidding. But yeah, Rez, just with the story arc as far as it goes with Chisaki, I'm just like, I have Eri in the back of my mind all the time, just like thinking so much that, like, you know, the Yasuka, they're not gonna just like sit back and just like, oh, Chisaki lost his arms. You know, his quirk, it's gonna be more like, Chisaki lost his arms. Where's Eri? Oh, you want his proper Berserk anime adaptation? I kind of feel you. Honestly, I like some pretty brutal anime myself. I don't know if we're on the same page as Berserk, but only because I'm not 100% sure what you're talking about. That's the only reason I say that. I could be right there with you. If it's video game adaptation, I don't think I get it. But only because I don't think I've played a Berserk game, maybe? I don't know. But I feel you. I mean, there's a lot of like brutal anime out there that I'm mostly into as well. But give me just a moment. Last restroom break of the night, for sure. I'll be right back. So, Rez, also, have you seen the, My Hero Academia 2 Heroes film? I finally got to watch it just the other day. What day was that I didn't stream? Tuesday. I didn't get the stream. I was actually doing my taxes that night. I do my taxes myself, so, you know, took a little while. But in saying that, aside of things, had a little time to myself. I got a little bored, so I went on to Amazon, and I finally rented My Hero Academia 2 Heroes. I've been wanting to watch it forever. I heard such good things about it, and it fueled the passion even more when before I watched it. I was reading to see if it was actually canon to the story. It's 100% canon. It happened. Do you gotta watch it? No. Does it fill the gap between season 2 and 3 that randomly you didn't know there was a gap between? Yeah, there's a random gap between season 2 and 3 that you didn't know existed until now, possibly. And now that you know it's there, it's there. Do you gotta watch it though? No, not really. They literally fix everything, much like a DBZ film, where they make it kind of, if you want to watch it, you can. It's extra content. If you don't, it's okay. It doesn't matter. We came full circle with it. But Two Heroes. Do I recommend it? Yes. Is it good a film? Yes. Do you need to? No, you don't need to watch it. I mean, I'm not even gonna play that one out. You don't have to watch it to get the show. It's not gonna make anything more relevant. There's not anything in it that just makes more sense. But oh, because that happened, this happened. Ha ha! I get it now. Ha ha! No, it's nothing like that. But it is a nice gap filler. Something you didn't know you needed that you might need, kind of thing. You know, it's like one of those like let's say you read the Hobbit, then you read the Lord of the Rings series, then you heard about the Silmarillion, or a lot of people call it the Silmarillion, but call it the Silmarillion. And then you read that, and you're like, oh, a couple things make kind of more sense. It's not even like that, but it kind of is like that. It's more of a like, if you watch it, cool. You got like Midoriya Summer. And a little bit of All Might stuff in there that might be a little juicy. But you don't gotta watch it. You really don't. But it's very good. Still haven't seen it. Like I said, I recommend it. It's like watching 4 episodes that fit perfectly within there. And it is canon. It supposedly happened into the overarching story of Midoriya and All Might. But, again, like I said, it goes full circle with things. So if you don't watch it, it's okay. You're not missing anything. Like, they go full circle, so whatever you see in the film happens, and it's canon. But if you don't see it, it's not gonna favor upon anything that happened within the show that might have happened in the movie that you needed to watch the movie for that didn't happen in the show. Kind of that thing. You're all good. I still recommend it if you ever get the chance, though. It's supposed to go on to Funimation sometime this year, though. I know they're about to come out with a second film, which is also just, like, supposed to be canon to the story. Fortunately and unfortunately. But I don't know. I do know, though, that sometime this year it's supposed to hit the Funimation app, so you don't fret or worry too much. I just got a little angsty, like I really wanted to watch it really bad. Let's make it with a few anime adaptations. The last few have been, well... No, I feel you. I feel you. Steven, that happens with a lot of things, unfortunately. I kind of feel like the way about Castlevania. Like, I really like the Castlevania anime. I just feel like it's so rushed. Like, I started it over last night, and that's why I feel the way that I do. Like, I actually loved it the first time I watched it. Like, loved it to a par. I gave it a 10 out of 10 out of my first... You know, I think it's like 4 episodes in the first Netflix adaptation of the anime of Castlevania. And I gave it a 10 out of 10. I loved it. I started it over, and now I'm giving it like a 7. I feel like it's so rushed. I still feel like it's good. I feel like there's not a lot of story that is told. There's a lot of backstory about Dracula. It's there. You're like, oh, I can relate to this guy. And then, you know, a little bit of the Belmont stuff. You're like, oh, this is good as well. But there's like a huge gap that you need there that you don't get. Which I haven't watched season 2, that's why I started the first original season over. But I'm starting to feel that way with it, though, as well. Like, I like the art style, but I kind of don't like the art style. It's like we actually, if you haven't seen it, Mortal Kombat's about to come out with a new anime. The first series of it's supposed to revolve around Scorpion and his revenge. And I kind of like it, but I feel like it's like, if you didn't watch if you grew up in the 90s, you might have heard about this. There was like an anime series called Dragonflies. It was just animated series. And there was another one. It was partnered to the video games and the live-action film. They had Double Dragon. Both of these, they were like anime, but they were not anime. They were just like animated series, but they were almost anime style. And I feel like Castlevania is like very hard portraying into that early 90s animated series. It's not called anime, but it's still an animated series kind of thing, you know? Like Dragonflies and Double Dragon. And I know Double Dragon was a video game, it was a live action movie, if you don't know about it. It's a big 90s thing, I get it. The same thing with Dragonflies. You either saw it or you didn't see it. You played it, you didn't play it. It's kind of that thing. But I feel like that's how both of those play into things. And I really like it with Castlevania more so because it's more like the adult essence and presence of things, which are the people who played it, you know, the people who grew up in the 80s and 90s and, you know, just like got into that whole series of Castlevania. The same art style carries over. It's supposed to be more of an anime thing. I just feel like it's so rushed with the short length of the essence of things that they have to work with, that just like it's like a huge overarching story. It just kind of gets rushed because they don't have a lot of like content that they have rights to put in there, probably. Honestly, I know exactly how you feel, Rez. Like, I know how I said it fits perfectly, like, between seasons 2 and 3. And it does. Like, it's just right in there. But I promise you would. If you actually like the show for what it is with My Hero Academia, you'd love the Two Heroes film. Even though it fits in between 2 and 3 perfectly. Like I said, I watched it just a couple of days ago, and there's a small relevance to. It's a spoiler, I'm gonna say it, but it's nothing that would ever ruin it for you. I'm not gonna get too into it, but I'm gonna tell you they give you a little bit of All Might's past, and it's just gonna make you cheese it the whole time you're watching it. You're gonna be smiling. You're like, oh my god, I get this guy a little bit more. And you already like All Might, probably. Anytime you see him come in, he's like your classic hero. You're like, you son of a bitch, you're back. You know, part of you may think you're so cheesy, but you can't help but smile when you hear, ha, ha, ha. Or, you know, his laugh. I'm not that deep. Ha, ha, ha. I try. Anyway, to give you a little bit of All Might's past, and you get a little bit there with Midoriya as well. They kind of, like, places into things. I still feel like you would enjoy it, though. I enjoyed it immensely. The only part that I was disappointed about is the fact that it did go full circle, and that they called it canon. That was the biggest thing that upset me. That's it. It really is. I like the fact that it's canon, but I hate the fact that it goes so full circle that I could have went it without watching it. And you still can. And I promise, if you do watch it, you'll enjoy it. I promise. Like, not cross fingers bad. You won't. Like, this is a lot. Like, cross fingers, like, I know you will. Like, double thumbs up. You'll love it. Like I said, the thing is, the biggest part of it that is, like, the downfall is they go full circle with it. So, they make it so as if you didn't watch it, you didn't have to. At the same point at the end of it, after you watch it, you're glad that you watched it. But here's, like, it's not a spoiler, it's kind of a spoiler, but it's nothing that's going to ruin it for you, and it's nothing that is revealing. I'm not going to tell you what happens, but in the end, I'll say this. You wish that it wouldn't have went full circle and carried over. I'll say that. You wish that it wouldn't have went full circle and carried over, so it had to be watched. That's what killed me the most. It was so good, I wish that everybody had to watch it to get the show. That's what killed me the most, but it went full circle so you didn't have to. That was the killer. Like, I wish everybody had to watch the movie to get the show. It's just so good. It makes sense. It's so great. You're like, oh my god. And then they go full circle and you're like, oh, wow. So nobody has to ever watch this and they made it that way. Okay. And you're fine with it. It's good. But at the same time, it's like, ugh. Lots of NEs like that, honestly. So you watch a second time through. Despite how good it is. Double Dragon. Whew. Yeah. I'm the same way. I haven't seen Double Dragon in a few years, but yeah. Double Dragon, the video game on NES. The old cartoon series, the movie. Oh man, that's screaming 90s. And you know, I do definitely recommend it there, Rez. If you can find Two Heroes, watch it. It's good. I promise. It's good. We should be looking here. Whew. I've not done good with this raid at all. The whole existence of it, I have done poorly. So, Steven, did you ever watch, like, the animated series of Double Dragon, or even, possibly play the NES games back in the day? The live-action film wasn't bad, though. You had the guy from 90210, and then the other dude from, like, Iron Chef. They were brothers. It was like, was it Billy and Jason? Billy and Jimmy! That's it, Billy and Jimmy. But yeah, oh man, such a good film. Such a good time to be alive, you know? It's like classic 90s right there. Good old set of gas fire stream, if you know what I mean. Spoiler! Well, not if you didn't watch it, though. I guess, yeah, if you didn't watch it, but whatever. Yeah, they had a whole animated series. They actually had a couple, but they had one animated series that was very good. It was like watching the film. Also, like, it was a straight, like, nice little mixture of, like, Ninja Turtles mixed with, like, Ronin Warriors, if you ever watched that, or Samurai Troopers. Oh, it's not fast enough for that. But yeah, it was like watching Samurai Troopers or Ronin Warriors mixed with, like, Ninja Turtles mixed with, like, Double Dragon. Ah! Played one of the games on the old ass Sega handheld thing. Ooh, which handheld Sega? They had a couple. But I feel you. I actually played my first one on the NES with my brother. It was one of very few games that had, like, slot co-op play. They also had this this other, like, it was one of the first games to offer, like, the old, I actually think it might have been Double Dragon 2 that did this, but it offered, like, the first style of video game called Mortal Kombat. It was just side play material, but, oh man, it was so good. Was it the Sega Game Gear? I've actually got a Neo Geo in my bedroom, which is another Sega inspired handheld system. But that was the Sega Game Gear. That was the other Sega handheld kind of thing. I feel like they had another handheld, but that was like the biggest ones. Ronin Warriors? Holy shit. You heard about that show in years? Making you feel old. That's literally golden age, like, anime right there. Honestly, if you've got an Amazon Prime account, you can watch Ronin Warriors for free on there. For free. I mean, you gotta pay for your Amazon Prime account, obviously. But yeah, Shadow Troopers, or Samurai Troopers Ronin Warriors, yeah, it's on Amazon Prime right now. But I feel ya. It was literally like the dude version, like, you know, we had, like, Sailor Moon when we were kids. Like, Ronin Warriors was, like, the dude's version of Sailor Moon. The girls had Sailor Moon, the guys had Ronin Warriors. Which is also, like, a Power Rangers knockoff. That's an anime. That's a Voltron knockoff. No shit. Ah! You don't have a Prom account, but you've been thinking about getting one, it might be worth it, to be honest with you. Even if you don't really order a lot of stuff off Amazon, to be honest with you, they actually have a pretty decent streaming service. A lot of cool anime that's actually on there. I honestly actually order a shit ton of stuff from Amazon just because it's predominantly cheaper than just like randomly buying things from your domesticated stores these days. And it comes in handy. You can usually get things within like 1 to 2 days and part of that as well. But if you don't have one, I totally feel you. But me, like, Amazon's become a huge part of my life, and so is Amazon Prime, to be honest with you. So in some ways, I would definitely recommend getting an account, but, you know, if it's too much trouble, you know, don't. But if it's not any trouble, I'd give it a whirly-dirly, to be honest with you. There's a lot of cool things you can get with Amazon Prime, from, like, music to, like, I hate that I'm just being a random sponsor for them without even getting paid for it, but yeah, you can get music, you can stream a shit ton of shows that are on Hulu, and like a few other like streaming channels, honestly. Like, I have a Hulu account and an Amazon Prime account, and like Amazon Prime and Hulu primarily end up like streaming a lot of the same content. A lot of cool things come with an Amazon Prime account, though. A lot of cool things you can do with it. You also get like free ebooks. And like I think it's like 1 free Kindle book a month, maybe 2, something like that. I don't know. You get a lot of perks with it. Saint Seiya. Now that's one I don't think I've heard about. Maybe I have, but I don't remember it right off the bat. Saint Seiya. I mean, it sounds very familiar, but at the same time, I don't really know if I know what it is. A lot of the stuff that I watch, I like to actually talk about a lot of people there. It's like the golden age of Toonami, where a lot of people don't even remember him. Some people do. It's like mentioning classic Inuyasha, or like classic Yu Yu Hakusho, or Gundam Wing for that instance. It's like so much classic golden age anime, and I feel like Ronin Warriors is right up there with them. Saint Seiya, though, again, that sounds so familiar. And I know, like, technically, Sailor Moon is as well. A lot of people disagree. They'll be like, oh, Sailor Moon, no, that's for the ladies. I'll be very blunt. I watched a lot of Sailor Moon when I was a kid, and I loved it. Nothing wrong with Sailor Moon. I could be using Garuda right now, but I'm not gonna. It's okay. It's not that necessary. I'm on A. Oh, I have the strongest urge to just want to replay Nier Automata all over again, as much as the game made me complain. Ugh. Every time I'm in here, I start hearing the music, and that's what gets me. The game has such an underrated, amazing soundtrack. Like, even if you don't like the gameplay of this game, or even if you didn't like the story, it's one thing, hands down, nobody can just discriminate against. This game has a beast of a soundtrack that is amazing, that can't be touched. Like, it really can't be. I played a lot of good games in 2019 and 2018. This soundtrack was superior to just both years. I'm a huge Final Fantasy 15 fan. If I had to choose between Final Fantasy 15 and Nier Automata, I'd choose Nier Automata. Like, this soundtrack's bonkers good. Toonami is how you discovered anime. Same here, honestly. Like, getting out of school, coming home. First thing I actually had to watch when I came home from school. Me and my brother had chores. I grew up on a small farmish thing. We had to work in the garden a little bit. We had to feed my grandfather's chickens. He would give us an allowance. So that was the first part of the day. But even before then, we got a little bit of TV time. So when we came home, we got to watch PBS, which is your public broadcasting channel. Most people don't have to watch that. A lot of people did. I don't know if you did. I watched a little bit of Arthur. Sometimes I watched a little bit of Dragon Tales. Sometimes there was a little bit of Saber Chase. I could go on and on with a few more of those, but there's like the basics of PBS stuff. But then I had my chores that I had to do growing up. And I did not make it. I was a little late. Which again was feeding like my grandfather's chickens, or it's very late with that last one, or tending to the garden, which I did. But later on, right after supper, or dinner as a lot of you would call it, I would get a little bit of TV time in my bedroom, me and my brother both, and we would tune into Toonami in the Golden Age era, where we'd get to watch Inuyasha, we'd get to watch Yu Yu Hakusho, we'd get to watch Ronin Warriors. So many good things, and then a little bit of Sailor Moon. In later years, Sailor Moon got replaced by Hamtaro. So many good shows. But yeah, honestly, that was my introduction into anime as well, was Toonami. Later on, Toonami didn't get as popular, and they started to do like a strictly only Saturday thing with it, sadly. When they actually moved to Saturdays, it sucked for me the most because I didn't get to watch it as much. I had to go to like family members' houses to watch it. Never lost love for Toonami though. Also, Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball. Those are the ones that a lot of people don't mention because it's the most popular, but let's be honest with you, that was like the basis for a lot of us, was like watching Dragon Ball Z from the Saiyan to Cell Saga. Ooh, such good times. Again, I'm not really good on Dragon Ball Super. A lot of people are super into it. I haven't really given it a good chance. I've watched the Battle of the Gods and Resurrection F. Not really giving the show a chance. Mainly just because I've talked about it before. I still am a little salty that they just wrote off Dragon Ball GT. I was one of those random people that really actually did like the Dragon Ball GT story. But, beggars can't be choosers, and you can't hope for too much with things with not a lot of granular salt behind it. If you remember right, it's a deconstruction to the magical girl genre. Yeah, and also there was randomly 2 parts of Sailor Moon that was in existence also, Steven. There was like the regular Sailor Moon a lot of people watched on regular Toonami. Then there was like Saturday and late night Toonami, Sailor Moon Top 2, which was adult appealing. So that's a weird fun fact about Sailor Moon as well. A lot of people don't know, but there was 2 different types of Sailor Moon. One meant for like the young, magical, loving girls, but then also the other one that was like for the teenage girls who had a love affair of some kind in their latter life. 2 different types of Sailor Moon. One meant for the young ladies, and then one not so meant for the young ladies. One of the stories made a lot of sense and was kind of straightforward. The other one's just like super messed up. The more you found out about it, the more messed up it kind of got. Second was probably the original Japanese version. It could have been, I'm not really sure. The first one was kind of like, it had that Ronin Warriors Power Rangers style to it. The second one, very edgy, fucked up. The story, did we need it? No. Did we need to see it as a kid? Hell no. Very messed up. But that could be. You know, I know OG Japanese stuff can sometimes get in those regions of like, you know, who actually is the audience? Who knows? Let's just give them an anime. But yeah, the second part of Sailor Moon was just very, very adult. But they played off a lot of like the old like original like scripting and story, which made it even more confusing and almost unnecessary. Also a little messed up. Ah, shit. Yep, done. Hugurashi? When they crawl. Ooh. I think a big thing with Sailor Moon is, like, it's a big spoiler, but, like, the biggest thing why I say it, like, wasn't meant for kids, like, her lover becomes her lover, like the Phantom dude, but you found out, like, her sister is her kid, and then, like, it was their love child in the end, and it's like, I don't know. How do you feel about that? Like, to find out that these two lovers were just, like, hidden lovers, and then, like, the actual blood sister becomes just, like, not a blood sister, but a hidden love child? It's like, what even am I watching now? Kind of thing. But I might look that up. I don't know. Sometimes anime gets a little bit out there, and I just question it like so many others. Discovered Tsunami when they got the chicken pox, and when you got chicken pox in the 2nd grade. Oh wow. Oh well, yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah, that was the thing with Sailor Moon. Like it was just like sister, his daughter, lover became lover. I don't know. It was like you couldn't make heads or tails of what really actually happened and what was going down. It's just like this is fucked. But I feel Rez. Honestly, my biggest thing was my cousin Ethan and my brother. They were both like 3 years older than I was. They had a little bit more TV privileges, and they both got into Dragon Ball Z and Gundam Wing and Ronin Warriors all at the exact same time. And then Inuyasha a tad bit later on. It was the big introduction for me. Was just that. Just like Dragon Ball Z, Gundam Wing, Inuyasha. And then, you know, like, not too much longer was, like, Dot Hack after that. Also, Dot Hack didn't actually come until, like, way late until, like, the evening. I'm talking, like, 3 a.m. I've always been an insomniac. If you can't tell from, like, my streaming schedule, I don't really sleep that well. I'm up a lot. But, yeah. I know exactly how you feel with the whole Toonami era. Mine came from, just, like I said, you know, it was my older brother, my cousin Ethan. Both of them like 3 years older than I am. Tenchimuyo? The time you watch DBZ, Sailor Moon, and the reboot every day. Oh, I feel ya. Also, you know, there was another one that was a really big one that I failed to mention a little bit earlier was Big O. Cowboy Bebop, but Cowboy Bebop was like the Saturday night anime at the time back then. But Big O, did anybody here ever actually, like Rez or Steven, did either of you ever watch Big O? I went back and watched it since I was older. Like, don't get me wrong, Big O is still decent, but it's very, like, monster of the week, if you know what I mean. But yeah, Big O back in the day, that was another great anime. Gosh, I actually want to, like, almost want to start watching Big O over again, just like right now. Oh man, again, it's very monster of the week, but it was a good one. Big O was very nice. Big O, yeah, that was a good one. Like I said, I almost want to start it over now. Like again, you know, very monster of the week, but very good. And oh man, I'm hitting some points. I want to watch some Big O. So at the same time you discovered Pokemon. Oh man, that sucks. Only got to play your brother's game. I was pretty fortunate when it came to Pokemon. Me and my brother had like the same kind of like relevance. We had an older cousin named Charlie. His parents just like got him like basically whatever he wanted. He was lucky. I don't know if you resurrected yourself or not, Rez. I will resurrect you. You did. I was about to bring you back to life, but yeah, I had a cousin Charlie, who actually had all the games, like, right off the bat. Like, his family, as soon as he found what Pokemon was, just, like, bought him all the stuff. And he didn't like the games, but he liked the show. So he gave me and my brother, he gave my brother red version, he gave me blue version. And, like, right after that, after my grandparents saw it, they made me actually give my blue version back. My brother got to keep his red version, and then they bought my brother a blue and yellow version, in which my brother ended up giving me the blue, he kept his red, and then he kept his yellow version as well. So I got Pokemon almost right off the bat, and then later on, when Pokemon 2000 came out, they actually bought us both. Like, my brother got silver version, I got gold version, and we actually got Pokemon 2000, the movie, on VHS one Christmas. So we had a nice little relevance and introduction to Pokemon there, but, like, I feel you, though. I'm still right there with you with that one. You love Big O? He only did a super move a handful of times. Same 4 episodes? I know exactly how you... Wow, I died right off the bat. Okay. Yeah, I know what you mean. Big O, it got sadly kind of repetitive on TV. It's a nice show to look up though, and it's kind of easy to find episodes if you ever just. You gotta almost go the bootleg route, to be honest with you. This is a nice show though. Love me some Big O. Again, not too bad actually. Like, you know, if you don't like, you know, if you don't mind Monster of the Week, not a bad show to try to like go back and watch. I recently, well, I did it last year actually, but rewatched every episode. It's one of those, like, it's not quite Cowboy Bebop, you know, like I say go back and watch. Like I literally watch Cowboy Bebop once a year, all of it. Once a year, I go back and rewatch every single bit of Cowboy Bebop. So good. Still recommend it to anybody that hasn't seen it. Big O's kinda up there, but not quite. Again, it's very Monster of the Week. Not quite a full-on, like, just... Shit. Should have went more to the center. Not quite full, like, you should just binge watch anime. It's not that long either. It's only like one season, I think. But it's still pretty good. Big O. Definitely a part of the classic childhood. Mine ended up having to take one last restroom break. I think I'm going to, just to make it pretty quick. Just in this time of... Yeah, give me just a moment. I feel so bad because, like, I glanced over a second ago and I had the res, and now I don't, and I'm just sorry. Outlaw Star is pretty decent. Outlaw Star. It sounds very familiar, but I'm not sure. Outlaw Star. Like I said, it sounds very familiar, but I'm not 100% sure if I've seen it or not. It sounds super familiar, though. Log Horizon is a good one to look up. I actually watched a little bit of Log Horizon. I'm not gonna lie. It reminded me a lot of Dot Hat Legend. And what was the other one? It's very popular, like Log Horizon. Gosh, what is it? I watched a little bit of Log Horizon though. I need to watch more of it. I actually like the direction of it. It reminded me of that though. Dot Hack and gosh, what is it? And I can't. Why can't I remember? It's super popular. Slightly more popular than Log Horizon and right up there with Dot Hack. Mira loves it. She talks about it all the time. Why can't I remember? Damn. I'm also a huge Dot Hack fan. I talked about that a little bit earlier. It was like a late night anime though. Sword Art Online, that's it. Log Horizon was like, it was like Dot Hack Legends, Dot Hack Sans meets Sword Art Online kind of thing. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. Sword Art Online. Yeah, I wasn't a big Sword Art Online fan as well though. I can like 100% just like get on that with you. I wasn't a big fan of that. I mean, I could see the similarities of what I really like about it. Like, I'm a huge Dot Hack fan, so right off the bat, you know, I'm not really gonna like Sword Art. It wasn't bad. It wasn't what I wanted it to be either, kind of thing. Like, I feel like Sword Art Online is like the fairy tale of like Sword Art Online, Dot Hack, and you know, Log Horizon. You know what I mean? Like, although I never watched Overlord either. Which, honestly, I know you did, Steven. How is Overlord? It's one of those I've actually wanted to watch a lot, but I've never given it the time of day, really. Like, I've wanted to so badly, but, like, it's not that I just neglected it. It's just, like, I haven't really found the proper time to actually get into it. How actually good is Overlord? Oh, they got some shit. I mean, I will admit, I wasn't a big Sword Art Online fan. I wouldn't say that, so to speak, but, I mean, I wasn't the biggest fan either, though. But yeah, how was Overlord? Like, how good is it? How recommendable is it? It's what I've thought about, just like getting in and watching and binging so many times. Just, holy shit. Should have went to the middle, but I still haven't done it. Overlord is a trip, really? Like a good trip, or just like, whoa? Like I said, I've thought about watching a lot, just I've still not started that journey. I end up like talking myself out of it quite a few times. Nothing bad against, it's just like I've never heard too many like you need to watch Overlord kind of like things going on type of deal. It's not for everybody, but you recommend it for everybody. That's interesting, you know, like I said, I've wanted to watch it, but at the same time, just, I don't know how I'd feel about it if I did. I don't know, maybe, I don't know. Is it action based? Is it comedic based? Or is it like just like dark humor based? Or just like dark like violence based? I feel like that's a good strong thing. Is it humorous? Is it slightly dark humorous? Or is it action? Or just dark action? I know the basis of the story, but I just don't know much about it outside of that. Okay, we're doing pretty decent. I still can't wait to see like the next part of this story. How it's gonna go. Oof. It's got some comedic moments. Well, that's good. Comedic's always nice. But it doesn't sound like it's the main focus, which is interesting. Shit. No, double shit. Troy! How's it going, Troy? The first 5 minutes, interesting. So Troy, how was the Thursday? How's Friday going? But that's very interesting, Steven. The first 5 minutes is just, I mean, kind of, you know, sometimes it's like that's like the overarching of the expectations of an anime. Like I've been watching like Radiant here lately, and it's been okay. I haven't opted out yet. But I do feel like it's an anime where I feel like it needs something else. It just hasn't brought yet. And I'm still yet to actually figure out what exactly that might be or what it is. But yeah, Troy, how was Thursday? How's Friday going? Glad to hear from you, Troy. Glad to see you on here. Playing your Wii U Zelda. That's cool. Hopefully you're enjoying some Zelda. Some good old Link action. Which Zelda are you playing? Sounds like some fun though. Is an overpowered main character done wrong? That's interesting. Definitely. Oh, mother monkey, what the fuck? Where does the tank get the loyalty? I was on it. That was it. Yep. Just that fucking tank. Just I'm gonna chill over here, bro. fucking tank. I'll have to give Overlord a try though, sometime, for sure. Ah! This is the tank. I'm not gonna get over it. I'm unfortunately gonna only do one thing with the gunbreaker after this, for the knot. I want to do more, I really do, but unfortunately, I'm gonna do like just not a dungeon, just like the trial or something with like the gunbreaker. I'm very tired. I don't have much left in me. Not much left at all, honestly. So yeah. After this, it's gonna be very minimum. The seasons aren't long. I mean, that's you know, kind of a good thing when it comes to like a decent anime. You never want to be overwhelmed with what you're trying to watch. Shit. Double shit. Wow. What? Okay. I won't even question. What are these tanks doing though? And where are they pointing? To the DPS, that's where. I really want to do like the trials after. We'll see. I don't know. I might end up calling it after this. I'm starting to get very tired. Very tired. We're almost there. %? Almost out of here. well, shit. Fuck. I mean, that's always a good thing, you know, binging a season that isn't too long. Whoa, 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 did that just say 95? And did I just lose? Holy monkey, I am so mad and sad at the exact same time. No. I got a, like, what was this, 68? That sucks. Oh, so yeah, I didn't get the pod still! Oh man, that makes me, oh, I'm so upset. I wanted the pod so bad. Just so upset. 39 to 40 episodes plus, really? It's actually not a lot. I mean, I guess that's the point, though, of you saying that. Gosh, yeah, I'm gonna go Gunbreaker and just like do one thing tonight. I don't know what I'm gonna do. We'll see. Not much though. Nothing too taxing. I'm very tired and very hungry. Are you up for it, Rez? If not, if Rez isn't up for it, I'm just like not gonna do it. To be honest with you, just like, yeah. I'm tired. I'm hungry. But if you're up for it, yeah. I mean, we'll do it. But if not, I'm just like, I'm already possibly in the same boat as you. Just like, yeah, no, I'm just done for the night. It's a bit much. If anything, it'll be the trials. To be honest with you, it'll be the trials if I do anything. It's up to you. You know, you want to run some trial roulette? If so, cool. We'll do that. But that's all I got at me. That's it. I'm tired. I'm hungry. That's it. That's all I got left. To me, yeah, we'll do trial roulette. Like I said, it's super late. I'm on here a lot longer than I thought it was gonna be. Let's just trial roulette and just like do that. We'll see. I'm kind of in the same boat with a lot of that stuff, Steven. As far as anime goes, I like a lot of the shorter anime. Sometimes I don't like it when they just like try to drag it out too far. You know, like Dragon Ball Z again, for example, is just, it's one of those over the years where I just feel like they should just like pump the brakes, but they never did. You know what I mean?
I don't know, Rez. We may end up calling it here. Like, I really don't want to have to just, like, wait hours for, you know what I mean? Yeah, I don't want to have to wait hours for, like, content. It seemed like a little bit much. We'll see. We'll wait a little bit of time, but after a while, I'm not going to be able to wait too much longer. Just getting very tired, very hungry. You know what? Let's just call it here. Like, don't get me wrong. I actually want to do the leveling with all this a little bit farther, but again, I'm very tired and just I feel like it's best. Just go ahead and oh man, number 6. And it's just a trial. I feel like I can wait that long. Number 6 on the duty finder. Oh man. I'm tired and I'm hungry and it just ugh. You don't like a lot of the shorter? Oh wait, yeah, you do. Sorry, I was reading that differently. Yeah, I'm hoping though that this account does. It says number 6. That means something, and it doesn't for anybody that plays MMOs. A small part of you is just like, oh, okay, just 6 minutes, and then if you actively play MMO all the time, you're just like, oh wow, this could be like an hour. Go to bed. I mean, I really want to do this last thing. I mean, so we're number 5 on the duty finder, but I'm right there with you though. I'm super tired. I'm super hungry. Dragon Ball needs permadeath Goku and remove any. Oh man, Dragon Ball is something else for sure. Gosh, these days I don't even know how I feel about Dragon Ball. Like, I tried to go back and watch a little bit of it. It wasn't too long ago. I got a little bit farther and then just ended up giving it the good old, just kind of mic drop, I'll come back later kind of thing. I've seen him. Gosh, we're number 2 on the duty finder for the trials. I hope it's nothing too demanding. Permadeath Goku. I don't think permadeath Goku is ever gonna happen. He's just the you know, he's the whipped cream on the dessert. You know, like you have all these desserts out there, and like whipped cream is like the biggest savior. I think that's Goku, as far as like so many different things. Just like the hidden. You know, my sound effects are off, but yeah. Number 1 on the duty finder. Hopefully it comes in pretty soon. Again, very tired, so we'll see. Number 1 on the duty finder. Here we go. Yeah, that's it. Here we go. Hopefully it's somewhere decent. It's trial roulette, so it shouldn't be too bad, but we'll see. We'll see. Definitely last thing I'm doing tonight. I'm way too tired and hungry to do way much. Oh, Shiva! decent so far. Nice. Good deal. Do I need Dozma again for something? I feel like I'm not in on this conversation completely, which is okay. Thank you for the 2-player accommodations. Appreciate that. That was my last thing for the night, though. I'm very tired and very hungry. I've got to call it. This is it. I do appreciate all the support tonight, though, which is really awesome. I will be back, not tomorrow, actually. Not tomorrow and not Saturday. I'll be back on Sunday doing some Tim. I had a lot of fun, though. Enjoyed the event going down tonight, but I'm gonna have to call it quits here. Again, I'm very hungry and very tired. Things went well with the Valentine's Day event, but yeah, catch me in a couple days and I'll be back on Sunday doing some more Tim. But for now, I'm out of here. I'm very tired and very hungry, but until next time, I'm gone. Good night, everybody, and thank you all so much for watching. Everybody that got another, Minato, thank you so much for getting in over on Twitch, or Soro's in. Same Minato to you as well. You could use a bunch of Tamons with them. I feel you. But Rez and Steven, thank you so much for watching and sticking around for that. Troy, glad you could make it. Karumi to you as well. Minato, glad you could get in here. Definitely a lot of fun. Hopefully everybody has the rest of the weekend to a remainder of a good flow and good vibe. But again, thank you so much for watching and everything. I've got to get out of here. And Rez, thank you so much for being a part of tonight and being a part of the actual events here in Final Fantasy XIV. Definitely enjoyed the Valentine's Day event between the both of us. But again, I've got to get out of here. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Thank you so much for getting in here. All the YouTube subscribers, all of the members, as well as all of the followers and subscribers over on YouTube. But definitely thank you so much. And to all of the actual Patreon support, definitely appreciate every single one of you. But I'm gonna get out of here and have a great night, no doubt. Have fun, and I can't wait until next time, everybody. I'm out of here. It's definitely been quite a ride, and I can't wait to see you again and see what happens next time. But until then, I'm out of here, everybody. Good night. Take it easy. Have fun. Good night to you, Rez, and good night to you, Steven, everybody watching over on YouTube and on Twitch, and everybody that supports on YouTube and Twitch definitely as well, and Patreon here also. But good night, everybody. Have fun. Take it easy. Till next time.